Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the high street. We're going to be looking at 4 popular brands, probably sort of middle level high street. We're going to be looking a little bit at their sort of style identity, their origins, and then I've picked out some of the best pieces this season for autumn that they have on offer to create my autumn wish list. So there's going to be something here for everybody. I hope you're going to enjoy this today. If you're just interested in fashion in general and the brands and what they represent and the value for money that you get, or you're interested in shopping for autumn, some ideas for new in pieces, then this is the video for you, so stay tuned. And first of all, just for my regular viewers, you'll notice that I'm wearing this dress today, which is from Nobody's Child. This is the one I chose out of the few that I got last week to try on. Most of you actually voted for this one, so this was most people's favourite. It's a ruched bodice, and then it has a long full skirt, sort of virtually maxi length really, and it has these long sleeves that are just pulled in at the cuff there with a little bit of elastic, so sort of quite balloon sleeves. Nice for autumn. 1 or 2 of you commented that the low back might be a little bit chilly for autumn, but remember things like scarves are very in for autumn, so we can always cover that back bit there with a nice scarf or even something like a waistcoat. Actually, somebody did suggest that. I think one of my waistcoats would look quite nice over the top and would just fill that gap at the back. The first brand we're going to look at is Sezane, which is slightly more higher end of the high street. It was formed in 2013. It's a French brand. It actually started as an online retailer in 2013, as I said, and since then it's gone from strength to strength. There's a couple of shops now in London actually, and obviously shops in France and other places. It is a French brand. They pride themselves on quality pieces, good quality fabrics, but at reasonable, fair prices. A little bit more than some of the brands I've looked at before, but the quality is excellent. And they also pride themselves on no overproduction, so they don't produce huge amounts of each item. They actually don't have sales, so they don't actually have a lot of stock to sell off, but twice a year they open up what they call their archives, and you can have a look then at some of the pieces that maybe there's a few extra sizes in or something like that. So that's the brand, the basis of the brand, and obviously we've got that French design. A lot of people, a lot of the style influencers on YouTube and Instagram and things do like Sezane for their quality pieces and their sort of French design. So let me show you some of the pieces I've chosen. There's quite a few from this brand because they are lovely. So first of all, we have the Chlo shirt. Sezane are very famous for their beautiful shirts. This is made from 100% organic cotton with mother of pearl buttons. The colour is Ecru. It's £95 and beautiful lace there. You can see the details on the collar. Looks absolutely lovely. This is the Gary bag. This is absolutely beautiful. It's made from Italian leather with gold hardware. This is the chocolate colour, but it does come in other colours, including a suede. Magnetic closure, zipped and patch pocket, beautiful, beautiful quality bag, that sort of bucket bag style. And then if you want something a little bit bigger, they do the Gary Maxi Bag. This is over £300. You can see this is the suede version there, but that's lovely as well. And then we've got these Garance ankle boots, beautiful leather. This is Portuguese leather, I think. And they are patent, so you've got the patent brown colour, you've got the red, and they also do the black. 2-inch heel height, lovely pair of boots. This is the Will jacket, very popular jacket, comes out in different seasons, in different fabrics. The denim one I thought was really nice for just over £100, and the suede one is beautiful, that's £225, but a lovely quality suede there. Casual style jacket, but really lovely. As I said, it's very popular. It comes out in all sorts of fabrics. There is a check version as well that I thought was very nice, but I think my favourite probably are those two. The denim is a nice colour denim as well as sort of mid denim, and the suede is beautiful. And then second brand is Mint Velvet, which is very established on the British High Street. They were actually founded in 2009, and their style mantra is relaxed glamour. So they like elevated pieces, there's lots of nice design details and things, but then there's a little bit of a sort of relaxed casual attitude to it as well. Often they like to do things like high-low dressing where they've got something, you know, a nicer piece paired with something more relaxed and casual. Very well known for their quality of their jeans as well, and they do different lengths in trousers and jeans, so that's something to bear in mind. I usually get the longer length, although sometimes the regular is okay for me and I'm 5'7". But lots and lots of those stores around, doing very well. And let's have a look at the relaxed glamour pieces that I've chosen then for this season. So first of all, we've got this beautiful burgundy knitted maxi dress. It's £140. It comes in burgundy or black. It's V-neck, as you can see, with this zip detail all the way down the front, which is fantastic for creating a nice long line, drawing your eye down rather than looking at any lumps or bumps. And beautiful zip. This one is a lovely dress as well. Cream, I thought was beautiful, maybe not quite so good for autumn, or the beige sort of colour. Corduroy dress, collar, waistline panelling, puff shoulders, zipped cuffs, and it's £150. It's cotton with a tiny bit of elastane. And then we've got the jersey collar midi dress. Comes in brown or navy. It has this nice V-neck detail with the little gold button there. It's got 3/4 length sleeves and a pleated skirt. It's made from recycled polyester and a tiny bit of elastane. And then the next brand I wanted to look at is M&S Autograph, which is the sort of higher end of the Marks and Spencer's offering. Can you believe they actually started in the year 2000? So Autograph has been going for 25 years. They're celebrating their anniversary this year. And their sort of mantra is quality pieces on the high street. So they use premium fabrics, but they try and present them at a good price, competitive with other brands that also have more premium fabrics, probably slightly lower price than the sort of comparison you'd get with other brands. So first of all, we've got this wool blend double-breasted blazer, £120. Single button, regular fit, some added stretch and flat pockets. It's a polyester wool blend with 3% elastane and a polyester and viscose lining. Thought that looked lovely. I like that one button detail there, and I like the fact it sort of does nip in at the waist a little bit. They do the trousers to go with it, as you can see. And then we have this cashmere crew neck jumper, £89. It comes in ivory or cappuccino or another colour called mole. But Autograph are quite well known for doing nice quality wool, nice quality cashmere, merino wool, that sort of thing. Like the regular fit of that. They also do beautiful nightwear and underwear. This is some satin pyjamas, elasticated waist, buttons down the front of the top. It's 100% viscose. £45. I thought these looked very nice, quite sort of premium. I think you'd feel quite nice in those. Another thing they do is suede jackets, although I can't see many on the website at the moment, but there is this beautiful suede bag, dark brown, for £130, which I thought was lovely as well. For real suede, that's quite a good price. And then the fourth brand I wanted to talk about today is Nobody's Child. Nobody's Child was formed in 2015. And their style mantra is effortless feminine style, a little bit of individuality there as well, a few quirky design details, nice printed fabric sometimes, although they do quite a lot of plain fabrics as well. But they also have very much an emphasis on being a positive impact on the planet. So they use a lot of organic materials, organic cotton or recycled materials, and that's their sort of focus. They're very well known for their dresses, as I said, but they also do a lot of other nice things. So I've actually picked out a few slightly different items, not so much the dresses this time, we're looking at other things. So let's have a look at their offerings for autumn. So we've got two different trench coats here. The burgundy one, which is a beautiful colour, is double-breasted and it does have the check lining inside there. The navy one is single-breasted and it has the contrast cuffs and collar with the check detail there. I thought both of those were beautiful and nice to see different colours rather than just the buff colour that you often get for trench coats. And then next we have a blazer. So we've got this heritage check single-breasted blazer. It's £149. It has a contrast collar and contrast flaps on the pockets. It's recycled polyester, actually, it's not wool, but it looks really nice. I like the fit of it. It looks quite fitted. Also has the matching mini skirt, which is nice, although I think that's a little bit short for me, so I won't be looking at that. And then I have got one dress to show you. So this is a dress that came in after I'd ordered the other dresses. It's a sort of baby cord dress. So the bodice is ruched, but then the sleeves and the skirt are cord, and it's got the frill along the bottom. That's £99, but I thought that looked lovely for autumn. And if you're interested in the sort of environmental credentials of some of these companies, I'd say 3 of them are slightly further ahead than one. So I think you're talking about Sezane and Marks and Spencer's and Nobody's Child are all pretty good on fabric composition. They do use responsibly sourced fabrics, so particularly with Sezane and Nobody's Child, quite a lot of that will be organic, organic cotton and responsibly produced cotton, and wool as well, which is done in ways that are better for in the production process, better for the animal welfare and things like that. So I think those 3 are doing quite well on the fabric front. Mint Velvet is a little bit slower. I did have a look at what they say about themselves, and they actually said, yes, they're trying to do lots for the environment, but they're only talking about most of their fabrics being responsibly sourced or recycled by sort of 2030. So they're a few years behind the others, whereas the others, it tends to be 80% plus of fabrics. In fact, sometimes it's 100% in certain cases. That are going to be either recycled or responsibly sourced or whatever. So a little bit of a difference there. Price point wise, as you probably could see, I mean, really the best value for money there is Autograph. You get some beautiful fabrics, but for reasonable prices. If you like the French sort of style, then maybe Sezane is worth that extra money. Nobody's Child's lovely as well, particularly if you like their sort of style. There is a lot of slightly more nod to the boho and things like that. And Mint Velvet, a little bit more fashion-led maybe, but again, nice fabrics, but not quite so good on the environmental front. So let me know what you think about those 4 brands. Did you find it useful to have a look at these sort of different things? And did you like any of the items in my wish list? Now, I certainly won't be buying all of those items, but it's just given me something to think about, something to aspire to. It's a good idea, to have a look around at different brands and just maybe take a photo of some of those pieces that you're thinking are nice. You may all find an item like that in a slightly cheaper brand that has the same sort of design ethic and things. So it doesn't mean you have to buy those particular brands, but it's nice to get some style inspiration from them. So let me know what you think about those and any pieces that you like. What was your favourite? And to those people last week who answered my question about which bag should I keep, so I've got 2 suede bags, dark brown at the moment. One's real suede, one not. You can see them both there. And I still haven't actually decided which to keep. I'm definitely going to keep the real suede one from TK Maxx. Still not sure about the M&S one. I'm thinking of turning that into a sort of work bag because it does fit my laptop in really well. So that's a possibility. I could use them for 2 slightly different purposes. So I'll let you know again next week my final decision. I've got another week or so to make a decision, but thank you so much to the people that voted. I'll show you here the votes on the screen for each bag, so you can see which one is the preference. But thank you for that. That was very helpful to get your comments. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you didn't mind today. It was a little bit of a break from just doing a haul. I do feel sometimes you need to stop and sort of look back and think about what you've already got for the season and then have a look around and see what items you think might be missing. For me, I think I would like to get another pair of boots, but I prefer a long pair of boots, and I still haven't found a pair yet that I really like. So that's something I'm still looking for. Also possibly looking for something like a tweed blazer, so I may well decide to try maybe the Nobody's Child one. I might try a few pieces from Sezane as well, just to have a look at that quality. I particularly like the Gary bag. I think that is beautiful, and I think if I'm going to buy an investment piece, I'd like it to be actual normal leather rather than suede leather, because I think that will be more long lasting. So let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you and goodbye.